I had you there for a second, didn't I? Anyways, now that we are back to using my normal sandpaper on chalkboard voice, there's a sort of mystery I want to talk about that I've always found strange. Why do the majority of Sky YouTubers not use their voice? Well, in today's video, we are not going to answer that question, because in doing so we would need to know the opinions of every single person who has done their voice in the community, or we would need a substantial amount of data. Instead, I am just going to do kind of a speculation using what I know. If any of you guys are Sky YouTube creator and you do not use your voice in your videos, I would love to hear your opinions on this topic. I do read all comments you put below. Also, I'm just going to refer to Sky YouTubers who don't use their voice as mute YouTubers. Like, not necessarily because they can't speak, because they choose not to. So, before we begin the actual discussion, I just want to talk about another video I did, which is the video about the predictions for the next Traveling Spirit. I will have a card so you can go and watch it. However, I strongly recommend that you do not, because it is not an accurate reflection of the content I want to have on this channel. The only reason I made it is to get a feel for what being a silent YouTuber may be, so I'm going to share my experiences on that. Please take my words with a grain of salt here. This is just the experience of one person who made one video. Others may feel different when making these videos. So normally when I make a video, I have to do some research, then I have to write down a script, then I have to edit it, and finally once I am happy that I have covered all the points, I have to go and record the audio for it, like I'm doing now. Well, not now, because when you're watching it, it will be long after I record it, but you get the idea. However, for the mute video I made, I could literally skip most of those steps. Instead, I just had to join the game and plan out what emotes I wanted to use at what times with the words. After that, I just have to edit in some music and subtitles, and then I was done. When I published the video, it did average in comparison to my other videos based off of the current amount of time it had been out for. However, a lot of my longtime viewers were really confused by the sudden change in direction. To all those people out there who are still wondering about this, I just want to say that I'm not making any more of those types of videos. I just wanted to see what would happen and what it would feel like. So, before we go any further, I'm not saying that using the muted style of making videos is easy. I'm not saying that what I do as a Sky YouTuber who speaks is unique or better than what other YouTubers do. Furthermore, I do not want you to think that my little experiment was conclusive at all. That was something I did for myself, and not really as a grounded experiment. Now, we are going to go over some obvious pros of each style of making videos. First, we'll start with the muted subtitles method. Well, the first big advantage of this is that I feel like you are able to connect with your target audience better. Since the majority of players tend to read messages in-game with their friends, it only makes sense for Sky YouTubers to have their audience read their thoughts using text. Another major advantage of this style of video is that you do not need a microphone. Microphones can be expensive, so this is a good option for creators who want to be professional but can't sink money into making it for whatever reason. I'm not saying that Sky YouTubers who do not use microphones are poor. Another big thing I feel like is less personal to the people making the video if they do not use their voice. I can't say this for everyone, but when I put my voice in a video, it feels like I am putting a small part of myself in the video. By not using their voice, some Sky YouTubers are able to distance themselves from the video and not get emotional based off of how it does. However, when I made the muted video, I did not have that feeling of putting part of myself into the video. Again, not every creator might feel this way. This is just my opinion. Now, let's talk about the method of using your voice in YouTube videos. Now, I know I said it was an advantage over the other method. However, your voice actually lets you connect with your audience in a different way than with the muted method. Nasty Mold is a big Sky YouTuber who uses her voice, and she is able to connect with her audience very well using her voice. Another big thing that by using your voice, you are able to give me more detail. On average, you have to leave text on screen for 3 times as long as someone could read it out loud. Because of this, you are very limited to the number of words you can put into a video, or you run the risk of making your video mega long. However, with audio videos, your information is more efficient. Because of this, you can give me more details in each of your videos. So, those are all the pros of using either method. If you think I missed some, leave them in the comments below. Now that I have established the pros of both types of content, I want to talk about some of the cons. Now, I feel like the pros and cons here have been combined into one massive downfall effect in this guide to the light community. This section is going to be more of a grand conspiracy of mine, so please do take it with a grain of salt, or a little more than that. I'm just going to try to put the pieces together based off of what I know to see if I can figure out why there's not so much analytical content. Here's the thing. You are not going to find very many Sky YouTubers who make analytical content and use the subtitles. My theory for this is it's because it takes about 3 times as much time to relay this information. They are unable to get as much information into one video without it being too long. Imagine if you had to read every single word in this video. Because of the limitations, people have to be very precise with their videos and word choice. As a result, in the Sky community, we tend to get a lot of very similar videos that are also very short. I don't know if this is the case for other places on YouTube, but let me give you an example. In my video on the cat hair controversy, I covered the problem. If that game company wasn't in the right to change the cat hair, if that game company can make bad cosmetics for free-to-play players, and then I covered how we should respond. This video was around 6 minutes long. However, one of the big benefits of being able to tell your reader something is that it is easier to listen than it is to read. Because of this, I am able to squeeze a lot of information into one video, then I was able to move on to the next topic. Now, I'm going to use another YouTuber's channel as an example here. I am not saying the practices of this YouTuber are bad or anything. I am just using their content as an example of many. On Sky Baby Children's YouTube channel, they had 4 separate videos on the cat hair controversy. My theory for the reason why Sky Baby Children did not make one big video, or at least 2 videos, is because if your content is more than a minute or 2 long, people will get tired of reading. This limits your videos to a point where you can only have really a single thought, instead of having many ideas that can intersect and interact with each other, like in this video. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed listening to my crazy theories. This video is more of a hypothesis than a conclusion, and I hope to do more research in the future to see if my theories are correct. Again, I am not saying that mute YouTubers are bad. I'm glad there's a group that is able to quickly and efficiently alert the community on what is going on, as their videos do not take as long time to produce as mine. The thing I really want to say is that if you are a mute YouTuber, you should consider doing a video with a microphone. Seriously, it can really increase the amount of information you can put into a video by a lot. And even if I'm not going to rely on it, I might consider making some more short mute videos in the future in the event I need to give my thoughts on something very quickly. However, I do prefer the microphone method. Anyways, thank you for making it to the end of this video. Since you have watched it, I think it is only fair I ask you to subscribe. I have a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers before I publish my 100th video, so it would really mean a lot if you can subscribe. If you are unable to subscribe because you don't want my videos clogging up your inbox or whatever reason, please leave a like to help me on my quest to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. See you in the next one, Sky students.